This right here, this changed my life. But before telling you how, I'm just gonna give me 1 second to eat this real quick. Just a quick plug from our sponsor for today. Just kidding, I don't have a sponsor. But all I wanted to ask from you was just to subscribe to the channel, because it really does help me out, right? And if you want to follow my Instagram, it will be up there. So thank you so much for that, and we'll get on to the video. Okay, so this was around last year. I was at a point in my gymming journey where I stopped making as much progress as I did before. My newbie gains ran out. It was time I actually got dialed in on my diet, right? Because up until this point, I was kind of just winging it, right? Eat whatever. And so I searched up the most best bodybuilding diet on YouTube, you know, give me whatever, but I'll follow it. I found this one by Joe Phaser. You probably know him. So pretty much it contained, I'm trying to remember what it contained. I literally think one of the meals was 2 bagels and like a couple eggs. And so that's like the trend for the rest of the meals. It was pretty much like bread, some meat, rice, some meat, you know, pasta, some meat, a lot of carbs basically. And so I started following this diet, and I was actually pretty strict on myself for once in my life. Bagels for breakfast every day. Shit tasted good, bro. I can't lie to you. It was a very, very tasty diet, and I was not quitting that shit anytime soon. But a week into that diet, I started to feel a little bit funny. And no, I didn't, you know, shit, diarrhea come everywhere. I woke up one day, I felt, let's say, 25% more tired than I usually would. I had 8 hours of sleep that night. Why am I feeling tired? You know, was it because I was scrolling on Instagram last night? Probably. But this time it felt a little bit different. I felt lethargic. You know those hot summer days where it just feels like you're just tired as fuck and you feel sleepy? That's how I felt. Usually that feeling only sticks with me in the morning and then it goes away. This time it didn't. It stuck with me throughout the whole day. And it kept on getting worse. But a day passed, and next day I was 30% more tired. The next day I was 40% more tired. The day after that, 50% more tired. And this was starting to really, really worry me, because I thought I had a bit of like a deficiency in my blood or something, right? I mean, as anyone would think. I felt sickly. That's how I felt. Genuinely, I felt sick. Brain fog, brain rot, bro. Any fucking thing you can think of, I had it. And don't get me started on my productivity, bro. I felt stupid as fuck. Dude, deadass, my gym workouts weren't even good anymore. I was having such shit workouts, and I had to stop them like halfway through because I was just too tired. I didn't know what was going on. I was very, very scared. Like genuinely, because I thought I was gonna fucking die. And so I decided to do something about this, right? I need to go to the doctors, because clearly this isn't going away. And this is the first time it's happened to me in my entire life. I'm going to the doctors and getting this shit sort of checked out, bro, because I'm worried as hell. And so I'm driving on over to the doctors. You know, I got my blood sample done, got my blood work done, and the doctor came in and spoke to me. Manish, how you doing today? Well, nice to see you, doc. What's wrong with me, bro? Dude, I need to, please sort me out. And guess what he said to me? Can you guess what the doctor said to me? Manish, you're completely fine. There's nothing wrong with you. Just take some medication and you'll be fine. That's what he fucking said to me, bro. Can you believe that? And I believed him. That's the worst part. I thought the doctor was right because he fucking studied for 8 years. And so I got a good sense of relief and I drove back home. Oh, I'm gonna be good in a few days. You know, take some medication, I'll be good, right? Doctors are always right. And a couple days passed and nothing changed. I was still tired as fuck. I was still lethargic. I still felt stupid, dumb, unproductive. What was going on, bro? And now I'm getting really worried. Like genuinely, now I'm getting really worried. And so I'm tweaking so many, and so I'm straight up tweaking at this point. And I start tweaking up a lot of stuff from my life, right? I thought I was sleeping too much at one point, because I was like 9-10 hours of sleep and I still felt tired waking up. I thought it was because I wasn't drinking enough water. I thought it was because I was working too hard in the gym, so I pulled back my workouts. I tried fucking everything, bro. And then I had to actually think for myself for once, instead of listening to what the doctor said, right? And I thought to myself, what changed? What changed these past few weeks? And only one thing has changed, guys. My diet. It was my diet. And I was still pretty skeptical about this. I wasn't even fully convinced it was my diet, but I decided, bro, I tried everything else. If this doesn't work, I might as well be fucking dead. And so I went back to my normal diet, which, you know, it wasn't very special. It was just like a normal diet, like the stuff my mom makes. Stopped eating bagels, stopped eating bread, stopped eating a very high carb diet. And I'm not gonna lie to you, bro, nothing changed. I was still tired, bro. It's red alert. It's code red, right? I thought I was gonna die, like genuinely, bro. But then, bro, 2 days passed, 3 days passed, and I started to feel a little bit better. My energy started going up slowly. And around a week after going back to my normal diet, I was feeling back to normal. It was my diet. It was the amount of carbs I was eating. It was probably a gluten overdose that spiked my blood sugar, making me feel lethargic. And you have no idea how relieved I was. Like, genuinely, I was so relieved because I found out what exactly it was. Right? My brother was fucking blaming me because I wasn't eating enough sugar. Oh, the reason you're feeling so tired is because you're not having sugar. Bro, sugar, we're not even fucking meant to eat sugar as fucking humans. Like, I was getting blamed for so many other reasons that it wasn't because of fucking carbs, dude. And so I was very happy to find this about myself. That was crazy. That was a crazy experience. And that was the end of that story. I kind of just went back to my normal life after that, right? 1 year later, about 2 months ago from present day, right? I stopped making gym progress again. I plateaued. I kind of stopped losing fat, stopped building muscle. And it was time to dial in on my diet once more. Instead of, you know, fucking making the same mistake, looking up a bodybuilder diet on YouTube, I decided to, again, think for myself once. Loud ass truck over there, by the way. Think for myself, do what actually works for me. And so I thought back to that moment last year where I had that severe gluten or carb just overdose, right? And I thought to myself, if reducing carbs made me feel extra good, maybe it's a good idea to remove them entirely. And so I said, fuck it, why not, let's try it. And thus started my new diet, the ultra high protein, low carb diet. I was gonna try this for a week and see how I felt in the gym with my energy, all this stuff, right? So here's how the breakdown goes. As soon as I wake up in the morning, instead of having the normal breakfast, I'm gonna fast. It keeps my energy high, keeps my mood going, this is a giant misconception, by the way, but people say food equals energy, which it is. But people correlate food with having higher energy, which that is not the case whatsoever, bro. Because when you fast, you feel a fuck ton higher energy, right? You don't feel low energy when you fast. That's just a misconception. I'm getting way ahead of myself here. Well, anyways, I didn't really fast per se, because in the mornings I have a protein shake, which you can kind of argue that breaks the fast, that doesn't break the fast or whatever. I just do it to activate muscle protein synthesis at the very start of the day, to get muscle building from the start of the day. You know, I don't even know if that'll make the biggest difference, but might as well maximize everything. So when it actually comes to lunchtime, I'm only eating 2 meals, by the way. 2 big meals per day. If you count my protein shake and if you count my pre-workout meal, then it's 4 meals, but two proper meals a day. Whereas I was eating fucking 5 meals when I was following that Joe Fazer diet. Pretty much, guys, all I'm eating is just meat and fruit. 2 eggs, 400 grams of chicken breast, right? And a small can of tuna. I don't eat this all in one day. This lasts me 3 days. That's all I'm eating. I'm not having rice. I'm not having any carb, except for the fruits. You can have any meat, by the way. I just, my family doesn't have beef or anything, so I'm stuck with chicken. You're probably gonna think I'm gonna say, oh, I didn't notice any difference on day 1. But on day 7, I started to fucking ascend to the skies. I started to notice all these insane benefits. Actually, no, bro. I started to notice benefits from day 1. You know how you have a meal and then you feel fucking tired afterwards? You feel so lethargic, basically a carb crash, right? I didn't have none of that. And that is only day 1, guys. Extremely high energy, how I actually should feel as a human fucking being, not some weird creature who is carb crashed all the whole day. How about day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 7, right? Well, throughout the whole day, my energy is high. Instead of I'm having these weird spikes throughout the day, throughout the whole day, my energy stays the same. And it's really, really good. But not only that, bro, in the gym, I'm getting leaner whilst I'm also maintaining my strength. For the first time in a very long time, I've been seeing great gym progress that I haven't seen since, you know, my first year of lifting. And it's because I dialed in on my protein, getting that extra, I'm probably having like 300 grams of protein per day, whilst staying relatively the same body weight, if not slightly going down week by week, ever so slightly. Let me tell you, bro, this is perfect for people who are skinny fat or just overweight. Because if you're skinny fat, if you have no muscle here, just fat fucking belly, bro, like how I was, perfect diet. But again, for people who are more on the skinnier side and just struggle with gaining weight, again, you probably do need carbs to gain that weight and gain that muscle. It's just different bodies, eh? I will say though, I'm not hitting any PRs though in the gym. This is the one thing that you're not gonna see if you're on the diet, and it's crazy strength gains. Your strength is gonna stay the same, if not go slightly down. That's just normal though. That could be just a calorie issue or just in general, just the less carbs, because carbs does help you with hitting those strength goals, right? Although again, if you're new to the gym, or even if you're just maintaining or like slightly surplus, you're gonna see the strength gains anyways, bro. So it's honestly no biggie. And the final benefit I've noticed for being on this diet, so we got the energy, I got the gym gains, but also my skin. I feel like my skin's gotten slightly more brighter, slightly less bloated actually. So what carbs does is it actually bloats up your face, right? Reducing your carbs is actually a massive skincare hack, because carbs holds water in your cheeks and your face. When you reduce the amount of carbs you eat, your face looks less puffy, looks less swolled up, basically. All those guys on Instagram with those hollow cheeks, they're on this diet. They're on this animal-based diet. All those people with those massive glow-ups, they're on this diet, bro. And for a good reason. And the final thing people love to say about this diet is that it's expensive. Is it really, though? Like, think about it, bro. Fucking hell. I haven't even eaten anything. Why am I burping? Have you seen the prices of McDonald's lately? Have you seen the prices of a fucking ice cream cone? One of my mates told me in the US, like two fucking ice cream cones cost $20. Are you fucking mad? Dude, this shit is not expensive compared to the dog shit that's out there. It's just about putting that effort in. And yeah, bro, this diet genuinely changed my life. It just made me 10 times more productive, 10 times better progress in the gym. The things you put inside your body is how you are, is what you are, basically. I think this diet works well for me. It might not work well for you, but I highly, highly advise you to try it for at least a week, bro. See how you feel. And then if you don't like it, all good, bro. Go back to your normal diet. But I highly advise you try this for at least a week, bro. Because it genuinely changed my life. And I'm not going to hop off this diet anytime soon. There's no way in hell. So that's it for the video. If you enjoyed it, feel free to subscribe to the channel. And feel free to like and comment as well. Those three things really do help me out a lot. So thank you so much for that. And I'll catch you in the next one, alright?